Well, Herman, how did your first night go on your new job?
Grandpa, I had a blast. I met a welding partner who's a very wonderful person.
What kind of a man is he?
Well, he isn't exactly a man.
You mean he's a boy?
No, he isn't a boy either.
If your welding partner is not a man and he's not a boy, what is he?
He's a girl.
Oh, you met someone your first night on the job.
Yes, Marilyn, working right next to me. And we had such fun trying to communicate through all that noise.
Well, I guess they're taking on lots of women again at the shipyards. I suppose she's a typical American housewife like you.
Well, she's not exactly a housewife. A little more rugged.
You mean she's sort of a tomboy?
Well, no. She's just sort of a plain, ordinary boy.
You mean your welding partner is a man? Lily.
Burn! 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 Another toasted marshmallow?
Thank you, Grandpa. You know, I don't like the idea of Aunt Lily talking to some strange man on her job, especially with Uncle Herman at the same shipyards. But suppose he saw them.
Listen, Herman has his eye on some cutie down there. Suppose Lily saw them.
Well, I guess there's no chance of that. There are thousands of people working at that shipyard.
Yeah. Herman, I still don't think that you should be horsing around with that lady welder. There's no telling who might find out. It might even get back to Lily.
Lily who?
Lily, your wife.
Well, I think any woman who forgets her husband's 100th wedding anniversary has no call to be jealous. Anyway, that lady welder and I are just friends. Just because I'm a welder, you know, doesn't mean I'm carrying the torch for her.
Fine, okay, Herman. But may I ask you something? Why are you making so many sandwiches?
Well, I just thought if it worked, my coworker gets hungry, she might like to dip into my lunch pail as a gesture of friendship.
Aunt Lily, I hate to give you advice, but if I were you, I wouldn't encourage that welder friend of yours at work tonight.
Oh, I'm not going to encourage him, Marilyn. I'm just going to share my supper with him.
But I think if Uncle Herman found out, he'd be very upset.
Well, how could he find out? He's working at the parlor nights. Anyway, a husband who forgets his anniversary doesn't deserve too much consideration. Hope my friend likes bat milk yogurt.
worst.
That's milk yogurt. He must like the same thing I do. Heavens to Betsy. Could this provocative stranger be my husband, Herman?
The Admiral's making a little inspection trip, so keep on your toes.
Aye, aye, sir.
Badge number 7. Report to me, please. Badge number 7.
Boar's Head knockwurst sandwiches. And Bat's milk yogurt. Just like Lily makes me at home. Isn't that a coincidence? Soups. I've been flirting with my own wife.
The Admiral's making an inspection trip. Now, he's a stickler on workers' morale. So let's be on the ball when he gets here.
Everything will be safe in my section, sir. I hope.
This is Admiral Melford. He's making a little inspection to boost the workers' morale. Take off your helmets and say hello. Come on, take them off.
With a stranger in the shipyards, will you? Is that any way to respect our marriage?
What are you talking about? You were flirting with a big goon and you didn't even know it was me. Shame, shame, shame.
Hey, Munster, I'll teach you. Take that. You two-timer. Take that.
Boyer,
And that.
this is the worst
There,
morale
take
I've
that.
ever seen.
And that.
These people are fired.
Aunt Lily, Uncle Herman, you're acting like a couple of children.
Now listen, you two. I've got this whole thing figured out. After you hear what I have to say, your marriage will be all peaches and cream again.
I hate peaches.
I hate cream.
You both got jobs at the shipyard. You worked side by side. And you both wore welding masks, so you weren't known to each other.
Herman didn't know who I was, so he thought he was flirting with somebody else.
Flirt, 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 flirt.
Wait a minute, wait. Look, you were unknown to each other, but still attracted. Underneath, there was still that spark of romance. Even under the masks, you knew you were made for each other.
You two fell in love with each other all over again, sight unseen. And do you know what day it is?
Happy anniversary, Lily.
Happy anniversary, Hermie. Oh, to think that you were working down at those shipyards just to buy me a present.
And to think that you were working down there to buy me one. And now we both got fired and we have nothing.
Oh, yes, we do. We have each other.
Isn't that neat?
Isn't that touching?
Isn't that romantic?